What's up guys, in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to edit so fast that you float. Okay, I'm going to show you guys an easy way to do it and then a hard way to do it. I'm going to start with the hard way and then you can skip to the timestamp that's up on the screen right now, see the easy way. And if you do end up finding this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with any of your friends that you think would enjoy the video because it helps the channel out a lot. We're actually on the road to 2,000 subscribers right now, and it's actually crazy how fast we've gotten to 1.5k because we hit 1k just a couple of months ago. That's been so crazy, guys. Thanks for all the support. The only reason that the hard way is hard is that you have to know how to make builds invisible. I actually have a video that goes in depth on how making builds invisible works. I'll leave a link to that in the description also. But pretty much to make a build invisible, you just want to edit it like as fast as you can and make sure that the health stays at 1 HP. But if that's all you do, then it's just going to slowly build itself back together. So if you want it to stay invisible, you're going to have to pickaxe it down to 1 HP to where it's like that. Like anything under 15 will almost always work. So pretty much once it's 1 HP, you just want to spam edit it. So right now what I actually do is I have F as my edit button, G is my select button with edit on release. So I can just do it like that. And then me just doing this for like maybe 15 seconds will make it invisible. Like I don't even have to touch my mouse whenever I do this. Me doing this for like 15 seconds should just make the cone completely invisible and like it won't exist anymore. As you can see. And it's not going to piece itself back together. So now we just have a permanently invisible cone. So the way you're going to want to do this to float is instead of doing it with a cone, obviously, you're going to want to make it so you can float. And by float, I mean like be able to do this and then edit that like you used to be. But they actually fixed that at the start of chapter 2, I think it was. So now what you want to do to float is you put down a wall, wait for it to go all the way to full HP. I also wanted to point out, I mean, y'all can see how fast that I'm doing it to make it go invisible. You don't actually have to do it this fast. You really only have to make sure that the health stays at 1. You can literally do it like this fast. And it'll stay. Like as long as that health right there stays at 1, you're fine. So like I can do that and it's staying at 1. And it's good to go invisible as long as I keep doing this for long enough. Like I even messed up there and it's still staying at 1. So this should go invisible whenever I'm done. Yeah, see? And it's going to piece itself back together because I never hit that one down to 1 HP before I started doing it. But now we can move on to the wall. So this is just the same as all the other ones. You just want to hit it down to 1 HP. But with this one, since 50 isn't enough, just kind of go far away from it and then like shoot it with your pump. And then make sure it's below 20, almost always does it, but it's just kind of safe to make it as low as possible. So I go farther away and break it. Oh yeah, it's at 6, so that's definitely going to work. So now I'm just going to single tile spam edit it like this. With this one, it's actually way easier to do it with the wall schematic out, so it'll actually select the right tile every time. The reason this looks so much faster is because I'm using scroll or reset now. I'm doing F and G to edit and then resetting it. So there we go. That wall's invisible and it's going to stay invisible. So now pretty much all you want to do, if you want to edit so fast you float, since there's an invisible wall there, as you can see, I can put that over there and it just automatically floats. Like, because you can't see, you just cannot see that wall that's down there unless you're staring at it and you see the health. But if you don't want to stare at it and see the health, you can just go to your HUD menu and turn target info off, and then as you can see, it literally just looks like there's nothing here. You can't even tell it's here unless you try and walk into it. So now that you have your invisible wall, you just put your 2 floors like you normally would. And again, try and hit this down to 1. Like if you do want to make it invisible again, just because it looks cooler. And then you edit that, and then you don't even have to be editing this. It'll just be floating. But now you can do it. You used to be able to do in the older seasons and just do this. you can see, I made it invisible, and now I'm just floating, and it's just that simple. And again, if you want to turn target info off, you won't be able to see the health here, and it'll literally just look like you have an invisible tile right there. For the easy one, you actually can't just do it on any map. It has to be a map that you either own or you have permissions to use the phone on. And after you're in an island that you have permission on, all you need to do is go in your inventory, go to devices, and just search for trick tiles. It's these things. You can just equip them, and then you're gonna go to any random spot and build. You can build out any material. I'm just gonna do it out of metal because I think it looks better. And then you're gonna go and put a floor, and then you put your trap that you got, your trick tile, you put it on the floor, and then you can press your interact button and customize it. Go to all options right here and make sure enable at game start is turned on. Activation delay is at none. Activated game start is at yes. Trigger on player contact is at no. Trigger feedback you don't have to change, and everything else can stay the same also. And so pretty much what this does is it makes a tile that you cannot build on, but it acts as like something invisible. And after you place it, all you want to do is just start the game. And if we look over there while the game's starting, as you can see, the floor will just disappear. And then if we go over to it, you can see it, you just can't build floors here. But also, it acts as just something that can float. So like, if I break that, that's gonna stay there because the invisible tile is here. Now this is something that you can't even walk through. It's just pretty cool. So pretty much what you're gonna do after you've gone that far is you do what you would have done on the other one. You do have to keep that ramp there though. If that ramp isn't there, then the trick tile will break. And then after that, you can just do the same thing. Just edit this, and then do this. And you don't even have to edit fast or anything. And again, just to show you guys, there's no invisible walls down here. This is actually it's the trick tile right here holding it up. I cannot build here, but I can build out here. And I'm pressing my edit button, and there's nothing here to edit. And again, it's not invisible. I can't just walk through it. So you can do this one if you aren't fast enough to be able to make stuff invisible, you can do it this way. And then you can just float like this, and you can get the cool clips like you used to be able to. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below telling me if this worked or not, and whether you're able to do the hard one or not. And if you really enjoyed the video, don't forget to use code sbryan-gg in the Fortnite item shop before purchasing any cosmetic items.